let's go on ahead and just get this out of the way. A time to every porpoise. Alright. Got all the stuff out of the way. Let's get this done. Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in a common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at least serve to bring our nations closer together. Also, I'm in a different chair, so if it seems like I'm a little lower, that's why, because my regular chair has an issue with one of the wheels, and if I have them set up the wrong way, I tip forward. So yeah, I need to fix that. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and Ascians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the Primal still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they are were bought with a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend Mumbrita. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. Feels like something's weird with my frame rate. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataru and Lim in a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Let us be off then. Off to the big soiree, Throat. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lad. Something on your mind? By the Navigator, Wildred's dead? God damn it, they must know they've been rumbled. I mean, sod it. Just past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from, so I had to dig around. On the quiet like, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way into the Braves' coffer, courtesy of a Dodo Consortium, a daft name for a business if I've ever heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Short of calling one of his businesses the bloody bribery consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. Gods only know how many men of the first and third are taken to Legi's coin. But now we know some of them are. I'd wager me right eye they're the ones what did for Wildred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attention, he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what Teleji hopes to accomplish. He hit his scheme with all the care of a drunk piston into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this. So we need to be clever too. It's the only way we'll ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that you have me word. Throat, mind yourself on your renewal die. We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. A kind what'll sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. I have a feeling something bad is gonna happen at that banquet, so we need to make sure we are prepared. Also, yeah, kind of feels like the frame rate isn't, doing its best. Oops, I did not mean to press that. Yeah, let me check the system configuration real quick. I'm looking at the FPS. It's holding steady at 59 and 60. Requires a reboot. Yeah, let me go on ahead and, do that. I'm gonna restart it and then we'll be back to it. So, yeah, for YouTube, this is gonna be a quick cut. I'm gonna see where that puts it, actually. Currently have the game closed, which is why you are seeing a purple screen. Yeah, I want it to come off the 3060. Currently it's blocking the, it's currently blocking OBS. Configuration. Alright, it's holding steady at 60 now. Let's go windowed, apply, move you over here, yes. And go to borderless windowed. Let's see if that helped a little bit. Yeah, because if it was running off the integrated graphics, that would not be a very good thing. I want it running off of the 3060 in this laptop. Alright. See if that looks like it's holding steady, and then I'll probably cut in for YouTube. Alright, looks fine. Let's hope everything bodes well. Royal Promenade. Map. Let us go into the lion's den, as it were. Ethernet, I need the Chamber of Rule? Yes! Glad I still remember that. We've been waiting for you, Throat. The celebration's due to begin shortly. I'd hoped we might make our introduction together, but Mistress Momodi sent a word that you're needed at the quicksand. Oh? Mihura must go where he's needed, and according to Minfilia, you're needed elsewhere. I'll make sure there's enough food for me, though. We'll go on ahead, Throat. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved.
Okay.
Everything okay, Thancred? Give my regards to Momodi and let her know I will call upon her anon. Okay. What are you gonna do? Alright, so I need to head to the quicksand, basically the Adventurers Guild. Double checking to make sure my memory is right. Yep. That is indeed the Adventurers Guild, and I need the Etherite. Ethernet shard. Alright, welcome to the quicksand. Mind the ERPers. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name of Alianne, aren't you? Former adventurer? Kind of think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came around for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Instead, if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of Coffer and Coffin. There's something I must show you. Short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. I mean, I'd be flattered, but I'm not interested at the moment. Alright, so Central Thanalan. Closest I can get is the Blackbrush Station. So let's go. Oh, someone's got a spinning wheel doing all of the tailoring. Stabbing cloth with their shanking needle. I have a feeling this is not going to be a 2-hour stream, but it's been a while since I've done the cutscenes, so I'm not entirely sure. Might actually just be an hour of stream. We'll find out. I will have the webcam off and the microphone muted, so yeah, I'll have all the Twitch elements off and webcam off, the microphone muted, so that we can get the full experience of the cutscenes. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon but see no sign of Alianne. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the clatter of quikern and the buzzing of sulfurids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Throat, is that you? What brings you out this way? Lieutenant Alianne? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths, but I haven't. But I must have passed the spot a few dozen times. We're on patrol to the city's environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be there with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Aye, pray return to Uldathroat. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I'll tell you you were here. Shady, shady, shady. Sneaky, shady, shady.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do. Show the clouded vial to Momodi. Alright. Let's head back. To Ulda!
Ethernet, Adventurers Guild. Ooh. That is a nice bit of armor that guy's got on. Oh, okay. Is that dyed any colors? No? Okay. I reckoned you'd head straight for the feast after meeting with Alian. What's the matter? No appetite? Never had that meeting, actually. So she wasn't there, but this was, eh? Let's see. This best me like an alchemist vial, but beyond that I can't say. Might be at best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Anyway, no use worrying about Alian. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, you got more important things to think about. The parting glass. Judging by Momodi's grin, your star could not rise any higher. Would you believe that? While you were away, another message arrived for you. Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you in the royal promenade to escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are we waiting for then? Go on, go. Oh, cutscene.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light.
I am.
What does she want to talk to me about, I wonder? Everybody's here. Including Alphino.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Why do I get the feeling this glass house
Your
is gonna
modesty
fall?
knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not...
Oops.
When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
Speak with the lady in waiting on the royal promenade. I probably shouldn't have taken that route. I don't know why I went up the stairs. I gotta go this way. So many new sprouts. And I know the reason why most of them are here. Because I have a feeling that stuff really hit the fan with another MMO, and people have migrated. And no, I'm not gonna elaborate. You people can use the internet. I'll let you guys look up why. Thank you for coming, sir. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or if you're ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. Upon proceeding to the Sultana's bedchamber, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alright. Should I do this now? Or... no. I'll wait until after. There's one thing I do want to do after I'm done with these quests that I want to take with me into Heavensward. So yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and get rid of the Twitch elements. I'm gonna get rid of the webcam, and I'm gonna mute my mic, and I'll see you guys on the other side. And now I go mute!
Enter.
Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Pray, come in, and take your ease.
"'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde."
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. "'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one."
There we go. Just in case people come in and are wondering why it's only gameplay.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yu Hase?
You may go.
Your Grace.
You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me? I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Your Grace! Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Sir, Barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
By the way, I don't even think we're about halfway done.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away!
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Whatever is going on in there?
Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army, and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. And you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthus. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This man stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo, and as suspected accessories to the crime, all members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, The poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be. Nanamo. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow Syndicate members. You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Oh, Raban!
7 hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die! I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Ponanimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
The rest of you, go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalimo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I had hoped.
You two go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance? Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done! Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Minfilia.
Heidelin, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. "'Tis the only way.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway. Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard! I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favor. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah, and likely needed a helping hand getting away. Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were! Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Ul'dah. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alphino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Ul'dah that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end... 'Twas I who needed saving.
Back. And that's pretty much all the cutscenes. Let me go over what he said before, since the voice acting seems to have stopped. Them soldiers will keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Ul'dah and get the lay of the land. They will provide a distraction if need be. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. It's all fun and games until you get an arm chopped off. Alright, let's go. Also, the merchant we saw at the very beginning of our journey, helping us out in the end. Also, let's go on ahead and get the webcam on. And get the alert box back, or the event list back on. There we go. Hi, it's been about an hour. How you guys doing? Alright. Yeah, that's all of those long-ass cutscenes and why I said to bring popcorn. I'm about halfway done with mine. Probably shouldn't have grabbed that much that soon after supper. Oh well. Almost out of drink. The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he'd lend us aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Throat, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not how I envisioned it. Master Alphino, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Throat are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Terrapin, but Alphino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Hey, it's Sid. Excuse me. Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? He has an airship. That's how. I hit the Enterprise but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monitorists and the Crystal Braves. You know, the Crystal Braves might as well just be brass blades at this point. Kurthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah to the Monitorists and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the Monitorists claim. Small folks as in everyday folk, or small folk as in anyway, Marshal Terrapin, I know not what to say. Now that father would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go. Master Alphino, your airship awaits. Off to Kurthus we go. Perfectly set up to take on Heavensward. Up, up. There's no rest for the righteous. Out of the sandstorm and into the snowstorm. And I guess I can take this text off. Felt nice to have my headphones off for like half an hour. I was just watching and eating popcorn and browsing Twitter. Like I said, I'd already seen it before, so I really didn't need to listen to it as intently as someone playing for the first time. Alright. We're now in Kurthus. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Horshaphant. Mayhap he'll know what to do. All of our fellow Scions are either dead, captured, or just disappeared and in hiding. Nymphilia is supposedly off taking care of something else in the name of Hydaelyn. And it's just me and Alphino now. And probably Tataru if she manages to get the message in time. But yeah, we're going into hiding. Master Alphino told me your tale throat. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. It would be best if I explained in full. Before the Dawn. I believe this is the final quest in all of the A Realm Reborn scenario stuff. So, let's go on ahead and play through it.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The Temple Knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert.
Oh, good.
How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum,
ever the defender.
I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished.
Well, I mean,
But
we
do
could
not
help.
despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor.
Well, at least we got that going for us.
Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence.
Looks like you could use some chalky milk.
You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions.
But it's just me
Tis
and...
bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
As there are soldiers shirtless doing squats in the background. Speak with the House Forton guard. Alphino? You okay? You need some hot chalky milk? You managed to escape, and what of those who did not? Oh, I have a feeling I know who escaped. We won't know for sure until we talk to the guard. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Oh, more cutscenes! Hey, I got 10,000 I got 10,000 gil for that. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing. This goes up, and mic is muted and webcam goes away, along with the rest of the Twitch elements. Doodles! I thought it would be voice acted. I'm so happy that you're Tataru. I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. And the Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Finneman told me to run, and so I did. I ran and ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Yugiri? Huh? Ah, yes, my mask. I was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the waking sands. From the outside, our old headquarters looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, so we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. Let me get rid of this. My people are searching for the other signs as we speak, but we have met with no success as of yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we yet have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it's not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believe true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the signs restored to their rightful place of honor. Yeah! We have ninjas on our side! You know, besides me.
'Tis all my doing.
Okay, now I put nothing but the gameplay up. See you in a few.
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves, and even the Scions themselves, as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm.
Oh, forgot to mute the
in my
mic.
headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
So, Master Alphino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, Where are we to go?
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
I wanna hug her.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
Yay, credits! I'm gonna go on ahead and skip It's basically just credits.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Did he plan some of what happened? Yeah, he got captured. Kinda expected that to happen. Ilbert's a bitch. And now, Ascians. Oh. The Brattles is no more. Let me redo this. The ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. See, even Haha Bread knows. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then? The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. Bye, Haha Bread. You got a loaf for me? Wait, Urianger? I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. With the shadows, it kind of makes it look like Urianger's got puckered lips. Ah, look at that. Ishgard.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond.
I sure hope so.
Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
You know, you sound grumpy. You want a little biscuit and then a bedtime? Yeah, seems like you need your little comfy bed. Let's get you your midnight snackies and then send you to bed. Unhand me! I am a great dragon! To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Their eyes filled with hope and their eyes fixed heavensward. Trademark. And that's it. A chapter of New Game Plus has been added, and now this is going to be the beginning of Heavensward. Also, we have our next Ninja Quest, so I'm going to go on ahead and grab that, and then I'm going to get one more thing before I end things off. And to do that, I'll probably need to head to Ul'dah. I hope I can actually enter Ul'dah. Because when I played this on my main character, I just went straight into the Heavensward stuff. So, yeah. I'm gonna go on ahead and make my way to Lanasica. And get the next Ninja Quest, which will actually take me into... which will breadcrumb me into Ishgard. And then... I'll go on ahead and take care of what I wanted to in Ul'dah. Wonder if they have anything new to say. Okay. So it looks like some of these guys are none the wiser. Alright, so yeah, let me get my next Ninja Quest. So I have less to do when I stream this next. Alright. So yeah, here's our level 50 quest. Strangers in a strange land. Throat, you're welcome. I can tell your devotion to our art has been absolute, and I sense that great power awaits you. But I have no new ninjutsu to teach. You alone can awaken to the power inside you, but if you do, our art will be in the very beating of your heart. I learned much and more whilst I was a shinobi in Doma. Mayhap you would find your own way if your blade served a master. Such thoughts will have to wait, however. Not minutes before you came through these doors, I've received this missive from Jack. He bid me to come to Limsa proper with all due haste. Join me. Your path here began at the Rogues Guild, and mayhap returning will spark something new within you. That is the jingle for accepting a quest for Heavensward content. I like it. All right, let's head to Limsa Lumensa then. I believe it's the Fisherman's Guild, which will allow us to go this way. Hey, it's a lanceman. Captain Jack, it's been too long. I never did thank you properly for obtaining the ancestral guard of the shinobi. Oh there, I was wondering when you'd show up. And you brought throat. How you keeping, lad? Bene. Now, I need a wid with Oboro. There's a thief on the loose in Nosca who's fast. Too fast to be a regular old rook. You have my sympathies for your problem, of course, but why summon me? Well, as I was told it, the one doing the cloying aim from Eorzea came from the Far East, judging by the garb. How very strange. The journey is too long to be undertaken lightly. I wonder what drove them here. Who knows? But here's the rum thing. Cove's a ninja by all accounts. A ninja? It is uncanny how much your thief sounds like me, Jack. Why, if I did not know better, I would say I was your culprit. Aye, so get your daddies where I can see them. What? Couldn't help a bit of amusing there. Of course, I don't actually suspect you. Truthfully, I just wanted to see if you knew anything, what could help me with the case. And I would be taken in by so obvious a ruse. Well, if the thief is a shinobi of Doman origin, then I might know him. Would you allow me and Throat to aid your investigation? Pleasure. Things will go a good bit smoother with a couple of dimber-dambers like you on board, eh? Why don't we go and see what the victim's got to say about our rook, eh? Wolfa Kefa is the cove we want, and we'll find him over at Summerford Farms. Heh. Been a goodly while since our last job together, Throat, and I'm looking forward to having you along. Alright, Summerford Farms it is! Let's go! You remember that guy you shanked right outside the gates? Summerford Farms remembers. Sorry, adjusting mic. Ooh, you are a loose one. Now, there we go. Alright. Oh, we've got a, spearman. And who, pray tell, are you? Yes, you. And the gloomy-looking fellow there. Are these your people, Jack? Can they handle this matter with the guild's customary sensitivity? Aye, I reckon so. Throat here is one of the guild's newer lads, and your gloomy-looking cove is a cult just joined up, so to speak. In that case, bring back my orb. It's one of a kind, and they stole it from me. Two nasty thieves with a Far Eastern look to them. After I spent a bloody fortune on it. The nerve of those two. Falling upon me just as I was on my way here. Fiends ran into the northwest thrice as fast as my men could. I want them found and clapped in irons, damn it. Oh, best get after them then. If they are foreigners, they won't know the lay of the land. Might be as we can use it against them and catch up before they hop the twig. No need to be shy if it comes to play work, but don't mill them either. We need to find out why the rooks are cloying you from honest folk. Alright. Let's go see what they're up to. Oh, cool. I can use that rock as a ramp. Whee! Yay, made it. Alright, if I were a ninja, where the hell would I be hiding? Let me look around. You find a set of footprints heading to the northwest. Alright, Chocobo, let's go. You find a set of footprints heading to the northwest. Again. Ooh, we gotta go down. Alright, let's, jump. Might as well jump. Or, you know, just fly. You can make out just 2 figures ahead in Wood Whisper Canyon. He's not dead. I believe he simply knocked himself unconscious. The girl is silently staring at us. Is a more immediate concern. From the looks, she is not to be taken lightly. Oh, it's a dragon girl. Nowhere to go unless you like rapid waters. Oh, well, you're a Denver Mort, make no mistake. So why is it you've taken to Cloyan? Never a tender wit for Jack, is there? No, it's always a stabber. Yes, that's her, the thief. I knew taking this to the guild was the right choice. Sadly, this means our relationship is at an end. It would be inconvenient if we were to learn how I came by the orb. Sellsword? Your skills are required. Oh, good. It's a double cross. It'd be my pleasure. Jack's one to be reckoned with, but not when he's got 2 fledglings at his side. Me trusty trident will do him for all. Oh, you think us to be fledglings, huh? Oh, you have no idea, you sweet summer child. Not in the least. He'll be all the sweeter to make him eat those words, and he's more fitting foe than some silent maiden. Bluster and rage all you want. You won't be going gently into the night. Shall we? I could have sworn this wasn't... I thought this wasn't a Hildebrand quest. Oh, you did. You're wrong. We did you wrong, my Denver Mort. Seems well you're an apology. Alright, out with it. Why'd you go on ahead and steal that thing? You have my thanks, but I didn't need your aid for such brutes as these. Your bow, then it is true. You're from the Far East. If we met by any chance, you seem familiar. Your accent marks you as a shinobi. A Kagi. Explain the situation. Oh, you were the lot that were chasing us. Scary being chased, but, right. Why we're here. This is Yatsurugi no Yuki. If I understand your customs, you call our Princess Yuki of the Yutsurugi clan. She left her lands to search for her family's treasures. They were stolen by bandits, you see. The Yatsurugi clan? You're very far from your domain, Princess. Tell me, why make the journey? I have no time to talk, not while the identity of the bandit still eludes me. You only need to know that I have taken back 3 of the stolen treasures, and I will leave when the other 2 are mine. Very well. Your reasons are yours to keep. but I cannot leave you without a sworn dagger, Princess. And I know just the person to do it. Throat, will you not aid in Princess Yuki's mission as her shinobi? As you know, we are blades, and missions are as whetstones to us. Through duty and service, we sharpen our skills and minds. This is the next step on your path. The princess is a stranger here, and she can trust no one, save you. Your mission is to guard her with your life and return her safely to her people. What say you? Oh. You think me naive enough to trust a shinobi? When Doma fell, we all saw your daggers in its back. Come, Agagi, leave the traitors. Okay. Been like that ever since we got here. Why, she'll barely let me pack her bloody clothes. I understand why she refuses my help when it comes to fighting, I suppose. I'm no warrior, but she does have her limits. Everyone does. Papa or princess, so I'd appreciate it if you lend me a hand in keeping her, well, alive. Of course, my friend. If her life is in danger, send word here. Throat and I will answer. I'm much obliged. You've no eyed, but I'd best go. She'll have my head if she catches me chatting. I'll be in touch. Biting back Far Eastern baubles was what was biting, eh? We'd need to whittle more than that dashly duo, I expect. Guild'll tip Daddle to track down the bandits that cloyed the treasures. Thank you, Jack. When you have something, you know where to find us. Shall we, Throat? So back to the storehouse? Yep. And I think I actually have the level 52 quest available to me. So I'm probably gonna be taking care of that as well. Whee! Kinda weird that this isn't considered a sanctuary. Oh, whatever. I had heard of Yuki Yatsurugi before, the pride of her clan, puissant princess of the Far East. If even a tenth of the rumors are true, she has reason to deny our aid, but somehow you must earn her trust. Someday her life may depend on it. The path ahead of you is long, your resolve cannot falter. I will help where I can, but from this day on, you must devote your entire being to protecting Princess Yuki. Okay. Alright. And yeah, I have a level 52 quest, and I can get a new thing! Combo action, Death Blossom. And combo bonus extends Futon by a duration of 10 seconds to a maximum of 70. Ooh. Akagi has summoned us through it. Princess Yuki is attempting to infiltrate the Assault Town stronghold. He would have us save her, to use his words. He's managed to lay her near Memorune's trading post. I trust you know the place. Let us away with all haste. Alright, so... where are we now? I guess Ailport's the closest. Let's go. Ooh, there's a quest here. But I need a prerequisite, apparently, so I'm not gonna go. Alright. 1 second.
A few moments later.
Okay. I am back. And once I am done with this quest, and I guess the other thing I wanted to take care of, I'm definitely going to end. Also, yeah, it's been almost 2 hours, so perfectly normal length stream. Finally, it's not easy keeping the princess in one place, you know. Incredible. This is why you had me wait, Akagi? I had thought myself clear. I neither need nor want their help. Go home, Shinobi. Princess, now that we're here, surely there's no harm in telling us your plan. Oh, we'd be happy to. It's a long story, too. Rumors have been swinging about your black markets, about things that sound much like our clan's stolen treasures. It's hard to pin down the rumors like that, but we've also gotten word that some group of pirates, the Hounds of Salt or some such, keep records of the black markets. I don't need to tell you how valuable those could be. Of course, certain someone is all set and slipping into their caf by herself. I can't see to letting that... And she's gone. Seeing as she's already gone, we cannot stop her. However, we still might lend our aid by clearing obstacles from her path. Here, smoke bombs. You will catch the attention of the nearby watchmen if you set these off near the camp. Incapacitate them, and the princess may pass unnoticed. Ah, fake attack? I ask for show mainly, but I'll help where I can. Very well, Akagi. Go east. I will go north. We will rendezvous to the southeast of Poor Maid's Mill when done. Excuse me. Alright, smoke bomb 1. Oops, I accidentally hit the wrong button combos. There we go. 1 down, 2 to go. That is the thing I was trying to do. There we are. Takes care of that. Now I gotta go over here and throw another smoke bomb. Alright, you're dead. Oh god, I got stunned. Alright, you're dead. Stun you. And dead. Nice. All we can do, we have done. Princess Yuki should have made it inside by now. Put paid to the watch, but not the watchdogs. When they get their teeth into you lot. What? Quickly, inside the camp. Save yourselves the efforts. The black market records are mine. Our jade jewel is mentioned in here. The Midari Kanemitsu dagger as well. It seems the former was sold, but finding the buyer should not be difficult, and the blade will be up for auction shortly. Princess, you're safe. Did you not meet with any resistance? Resistance? Oh, them? Oh, Corel's. She's not the pride of our clan for nothing. Princess is skilled fire. She's tried her hand at your ninjutsu. Not even her instructors can keep up with her these days. I trust you see now why I have no need of your help. I will reclaim my clan's property myself. Just wish she understood what she means to our clan. Well, thank you for today. I'll need your help again soon, but let's keep it on the sly, eh? Come, let us return to our haunt. You must meditate on what you have seen here to focus your thoughts into weapons anew. Basically, let's turn in a quest to get a new skill. Alright, dock storehouse, let's go. To Wineport. Jeez, can you believe that some people that play this game don't do the job quests? The things that are absolutely necessary to get all the tools for your kit to actually perform well. Well, the princess's trust is not yet yours, but she is safe. For this trial, you would have passed, but your mind is full. Still your thoughts. Listen to what your heart says in the silence. In so doing, you will grow as a shinobi. Yay! Hooray for church organ jingles! In perfect devotion to your duty, I have gained a new skill. Alright, and this is the level 54 quest. And I would get Armor Crush. Jeez. Alright, this is Teuton, I believe. Yeah, it's Teuton. And basically, I won't need to constantly do that anymore if I keep comboing skills. Yeah, so basically if I combo this, I won't need to constantly refresh that against multiple enemies, rather. I think what I'm getting next is going to be the single target version, which will allow me to extend it by just doing combos. So I can just do that, and then hold on a second. Does that replace what I have currently? Or is it just something that I'm going to be using instead of Aeolian Edge now? I guess I'll know for sure when I actually get it. Alright. So let's head into the lion's den and get the thing that I want to before I end things off. Mainly because there might be a point or two where I just want to dabble in, I just want to dabble in, something. Who has it? Actually, I think it might be in the Sapphire Avenue exchange. Ethernet. Go to Sapphire Avenue exchange. Yeah, here it is. Dishonor before death. That takes me into a dungeon. Where is it? There it is! Taking the red. Distraught Lass. Taking the red. Soul of the Red Mage. This quest will unlock the Red Mage job. Oh, are you an adventurer? Please, you have to rescue my sister. Some horrible people tried to kidnap us just outside the city gates. I managed to break free when a traveler stopped to help, but my sister never caught up to me. Where are your parents? Mama and Papa left early to deal with some merchants, and the brass blades don't seem to care what happens outside the city walls. That traveler, he was some sort of mage, I think, but it was 1 against 5. Surely you couldn't stand against so many. What can I do? Won't you please help me? Ooh, that's a new jingle. For what content is that for? It's for Stormblood. This is a quest to get the Red Mage job, which was introduced in Stormblood. So, yeah. And depending on what quests you've completed, the dialogue for this changes a little bit. Don't touch me! Oh, you're not one of them. The Blade of Zoro! And dead. And who might you be? Red Garb Traveler. You came to lend your aid? My apologies. Had I but known, I would have spared you a villain or two. After all, you seem to share my distaste for those who would prey upon defenseless children. Aye, birds of a feather are we. I'm Zarun Tia, a pilgrim of sorts. Might I know your name, friend? Why does that strike such a familiar chord? Excuse me, I just wanted to thank you for saving me. My pleasure, child. You are unharmed, yes? Good. Let us escort this brave lass to her sister, then. Lead the way. All right, back into the gates of hell we go. They won't be the gates of hell for very long in the quest line, though. You found her, adventurer. Thank you. We are very grateful for your kindness. I was so scared. What do those terrible people want with us? You needn't worry about them anymore, sister. The man in red defeated them all. You saw how he fought with spells and steel? He's one of those heroes Papa told us about. A crimson duelist. Aren't you? I did not expect to hear that name this far south into Eorzea. Then you are a crimson duelist. I knew it! If your papa is telling his daughter's tales of red mages, then he must be from Alamigo, yes? Oh, that would explain his choice of bedtime stories. Now, shall we see you lasses home? Well, we'll be all right from here. Thank you again. Bye. And away they skipped, safe and happy. Now, throat was not. I believe we've earned ourselves a celebratory drink. Haha, you need not feel compelled, my friend. Should the moon strike you, however, you'll find me staying over at the Blackbreast Station. I find the ale served at the Coffer and Coffin most agreeable. Alright, so. Coffer and Coffin. Oh, shall we see what he wants then? Whee! Ah, you came. As it so happens, the mother of those girls tracked me down and insisted I accept a reward. Once I mentioned you might be stopping by, she left a token of gratitude for you as well. Seems we've assisted an affluent merchant family, a revelation which might explain the attempted kidnapping. Hefty ransom and all that. Oh, God. Gosh darn it. Okay. I'm told that the girls were immediately assigned a capable bodyguard, however, so we can drink in peace knowing they are well protected. Oh, I've remembered whence I know your name. I learned of you from a young lass named Alice, whom I've met upon the road. She expressed an admiration for your growing exploits, even as she persuaded me to teach her the basics of raid magery. She proved a quick study in the arcane side of things, but fencing was something of a challenge. By the end of our lessons, however, she had learned to combine spellcraft with swordplay, when to cast from afar and when to lunge forward with a well-timed thrust. And what of you, my friend? Have you any interest in the art? I suspect you would make an exceptional red mage. As long as I get to shank things with a blade of some kind. I'm deadly serious. A man who would rush to the aid of a stranger's child without fear or hesitation is a man I would trust with the power of red magic, but even beyond that, I sense in you a kindred spirit. Be warned, however, that my style of teaching is a practical one. I will expect you to join me on my journey and assist me in aiding others. Accept those terms, and I will bestow upon you the accoutrements of a red mage. Are you familiar with soul crystals? This particular stone is attuned to the past of wielders of red magics, and you will find your mind with a firm foundation of technique. You only need reach forth with your hand. Alright, so let's unlock Red Mage. Are you prepared to walk the path of a Red Mage? One word and the soul crystal is yours. Word. You will not regret this action, my friend. Gods above, for a moment there I thought you would meant to refuse me. A host of Red Mages committed their memories to this gem, and now it is yours. Absorb the knowledge it contains, and we will discuss the finer points of red magic. But first, I should give you that reward. That is a taste of the Stormblood quest, accept and end jingles. Alright, so that's it for today. Let me get back to the Aetheryte and then I'll end things off. Alright, so yeah, I took care of everything I wanted to, and I've got Red Mage in the pocket to offset the amount of experience I'm gonna be gaining throughout Heaven's Ward, because I'm starting at level 53 as a ninja, and I don't want to overlevel too much. It's just a me thing. That's why I got a second job, so I can offload some extra experience onto that job. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching, YouTube, and take it easy. I'll see you later.